Going on, Mud Truckers? Welcome, Mud Trucker News. You know, I traveled from Texas to Eden, Idaho. You know, I partnered up with Ambest. They care about independent truck stops. And I had an opportunity to interview the owner, Dan, who owns Travelers Oasis. And you remember the old location. Well, he just spent a whole lot of money building a new location and has 250 plus parking spots for all the truck drivers out there. And he wanted to make an announcement that as long as he lives, he's not charging any truck drivers for parking. He says it's an added expense and he just doesn't want to do it to truck drivers.
The big part for truck drivers, besides showers, which we'll get to, is there's a lot of locations now that just don't have a lot of truck parking. How much truck parking do you guys have now?
No, I can't even give you an exact count now. Until just a few weeks ago, we had big mounds of dirt clear along the back of that.
Yes, sir.
We hauled in. Now we've moved that down to the south field some, but we've got some more stuff we've got. But I'm thinking we're going to have 230, 250 spots out there. We'll have plenty of space for plenty of people.
Yes, sir.
You know, we don't charge for parking, of course, and I don't envision that we ever would charge for parking here. They can drop their trailers off. We don't get on their case and that for dropping.
Okay, now you're speaking my game then. You know, a lot of places, and look, nothing against anybody, but why not charge truck drivers for parking?
I think it's an added expense that they don't need to have.
You know, and so support a guy like this. You know, they have their ribbon cutting tomorrow, Wednesday, April 23rd, and then they're celebrating till the 26th, and they're giving away raffles and prizes. And so Dan is a really great guy. He made that promise to us that he would not charge us for parking.
Hey, mother truckers out there, you know, come to Ambest, Travelers Oasis location. We got Dan here, the owner. You heard it straight from his mouth, right? I'm holding you to it, right? As long as he's here, he's breathing, and he's not charging truck drivers. So support a family business that doesn't charge truck drivers.
Right. And so, you know, support them. And in this video, definitely we had some mother truckers come in. We interviewed them. One gave some great information that happened to him when he got stopped for a level 2 inspection and got a ticket for this. And he just wanted to share things that he learned. Appreciate you coming back, you know, and be on the podcast. You know, we're big on education here. So there was something that recently happened to you, actually, a couple hours ago?
Around like 8 o'clock this morning, yeah.
So let's educate all the drivers out there because this is something that actually happened to you. And so first off, let's keep the comments positive because, you know, for someone to come on and talk about things that have happened to them is helpful to the trucking community.
Right.
So what happened to you, brother?
So I think about 8 o'clock this morning, I got stopped by an Idaho state trooper, and they did me a level 2 inspection.
Yeah.
That's right. There's just paperwork and like checking the tires and your lights and all that good stuff. It's not too like invasive. Level 1, obviously, I'm pretty sure you know level 1's pretty invasive.
Yep.
I've had a couple of those, but this time around, they got me on a driving violation. Basically, what I mean by that is they got me like 8 days. They give you like a span of 8 days where they can check as far back into your logs as far as 8 days. And Friday night, it was Thursday night going into Friday, I went about 15-20 minutes over my drive time because, you know, you get like 11-hour drive time or whatever each time you drive. And I went about 15 minutes over, and they got me on that one this morning, so I got a violation and got a call from the boss about that. So that was a little bit stressful for me. So I mean, my advice is just when you're getting close to that time, just stop. You're not worth the violation, especially coming this next month when Blitz Week happens.
Yep.
You know, you got to be really careful because they're going to be out and about trying to get anybody for anything now.
No, that's good, man. Just like my man just said, you know, learning from his own lessons. DOT could check back 8 days, right? So most people, when they don't get in trouble for some that day, usually it's just gone and passed. But as a professional driver, DOT could check back 8 days. And so that's great advice, man. Like, just, hey, if you're almost out of time, just find a place to park.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is all new to me pretty much. I mean, I've only been driving for like 7-8 months now. Before that, I was in the military for about 5 years, and I drove semis for the military. So obviously there's different rules and regulations between military and civilian life. So it was like okay, well, now I've learned my lesson. Let's not do that again. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a lesson learned for sure.
Yeah, no. Thanks for sharing with everybody. You know, and that's something that, we all live and we learn. And it's happened to me, to be honest.
Right.
So I was on the road for 10 years. That happened to me too. So, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's just one of those things, man. As a professional driver, you're just on the hook for everything. But no, that's cool, man. Yeah. No, I appreciate you, brother. No, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey. And the last is I have a positive man that is full of positive energy. And we needed something positive today, right? And a lot of it at times is mindset. So I'm going to have the rest of the tour at the end of the video. But just remember, I did shoot it in vertical form, but check out the video. It's great. It's warming. And the fact that this man cares about truck drivers, still building a truck stop that has ample showers, free truck parking, just keeping the old school alive. Support something like this. That's all I got to say. All right, before we start this beautiful interview, introduce yourself, man.
My name's DC from Atlanta, Georgia. Shouts out to everybody down there.
What's going on, Mud Truckers, man? We're out here. Ambest brought me out here with Travelers Oasis. I was just hanging out. And what I appreciate about being out here is they don't charge for truck parking.
Nope.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So I was just talking about just everything in trucking with you. And then you were just telling me how you actually have a positive outlook. Right. So, jump on this mic and you're here.
Right.
I mean, tell people, your positive outlook, man. Because I don't get to hear that a lot. You're like, why do you love trucking so much when everybody says it's just down and out and everything?
Right. Well, first of all, you got to look at it as it's a positive because you can make it how you want it to. So some people say, hey, look, I don't want to go over the road. I don't want to be local. I'm not a local guy.
Yeah.
I'll never do local. Never, because it's not with my lifestyle. I want to go off and I want to go home 3 months out of the year, 4 months out of the year. Local, they want me here every day.
That's right.
So I can never do local. But if you go over the road, you kind of adjust it. I'm in Colorado. I'm in New York. I'm in Atlanta. I'm here. I'm there. You make up enough money, kind of move how you want to. Nobody's really wanting you to be there at all the times because you already know your lifestyle.
I love that.
So I kind of freestyled it for the past 8 years and kind of maneuvered around and try to see what I can do and stuff like that. So it's been working out. Yeah, it's been working. As a company driver, if you with a certain company, you can kind of maneuver around. You could be with a person that says, hey, look, man, I'll switch out with you. I'll work for a month. You work for a month. Yeah. So if your bills stack up to where you can kind of maneuver like that, right, then you can kind of adjust it how you want to. But see, as a company driver or as an owner-operator, they want you there every day because now you got IFTA, you got diesel. Yep. I know you got rent. That's right. I know you done bought a new car. That's right. You got kids, child support, something like that or whatever. So you got a lot of bills. So you look at the money and say, oh man, I made like $1 million last year, but you spent like $900,000. Yeah. So it's how much you keep, right? It's always how much you keep. I love that. Yeah. I love that. So as a company driver, you're able to dictate a little bit more where that money is. Right. And you already know. I'm gonna be honest with everybody out there. I'm not giving you guys advice, but if you work for yourself, that means you're doing a lot of hours for free. Oh yeah. I did the owner-operator thing for like 3 years straight. That first year was hell. Excuse me, but yeah, it was crazy because I didn't realize how much time you needed to spend on the truck to get stuff done. On the truck you at home, you're working on the truck. When you're on the road, you're working on the truck. You got trailer payment, truck payment. You got truck notes. You got tires, diesel, oil change. And I was getting my oil change every 10,000 miles. I hear you. So that's taking care of your equipment. Yeah. But then at the end of the year, you thought you made some money. Yeah. And then it went all. Hey, look, man. I paid my first year. I paid like $20,000 in taxes. And my tax lady said, I said, why do I owe so much? She said, oh, because you didn't spend enough. I said, what you mean? This is the first one I started learning taxes. Yeah. So you didn't spend enough. Yeah. Man, the next year I went to Vegas. I did hotels, rental cars. Man, I went crazy, but it was a difference. So when I moved back to the company side, I kind of adjusted that to where my lifestyle was like, okay, how do you really want to live? I love that. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. And
when you got beautiful energy the way you do, you'll be successful any way you go.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
If you
do.
got
You're
a
gonna
positive outlook on everything, even traffic, I just kind of mosey on through it and stuff
you're
like that.
Oh man, it's trucking.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. I work, but I do a lot of night driving. So I started like 8 o'clock at night.
Smart.
Wherever I'm at, I usually get there around about 5.
Right. No,
So
hey, I'm telling you. So first thing first is you want to be successful at trucking in this market.
Right.
Have positive energy like my man here.
Right.
And everything else will work itself out.
Right. Yeah. Because I've been driving for like 10 years now, and I love it. I ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah, ain't doing nothing else.
Shout outs to anybody at home.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody I know, Elijah. Riella, my wife. Hey, I know, right? I don't want to mess it up. But my kids, shout out to my kids, my wife, everybody who I didn't shout out to. Y'all know I love y'all. I call y'all all the time.
I gotta give you this, man. Y'all not here seeing this, but my man got the shoulders. You know, you looking kind of.
Hey, look,
fit,
man. I'm gonna tell you.
Tell them about.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
As I eat Sonics and ice cream.
I ate that last night. But see, the difference is I work out. Now, I'm going to give y'all this little gem. Please don't crowd it and don't mess it up.
Okay.
But Planet Fitness is the best alternative for any truck driver. If you don't have a plan, I don't like saying it too loud, but if you ain't got no Planet Fitness as a truck driver, you losing. It's $24 for the month.
Right.
They charge you. You get free showers.
Can you park your truck up in there too sometimes?
Most of them you can park, call ahead. Yeah. And I already got my spots where I go. They got overnight parking too sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can go in there, you can work out. You got to be a Planet Fitness member. You go in there, take a shower, work out, and most of the time they in parking lots. So they got food. It's a no-brainer, and it's only $24. How much is a shower in the truck stop?
Hey, I love it. Hey, it's real. It's real.
So I mean, but you got to want to work out too, though. So
hey, all I gotta say, man, I had to bring up the health part because I've been trying to get it a little bit while I'm eating this Sonics.
Right.
But I'll tell you this much: it's like it's good to see someone with beautiful energy out there doing it. You know, because I want to show the world too. Because I know. Every day I do a new segment.
Right.
I'm talking to everything about trucking that's happening.
Right.
And we know that the reality is not everything's always good.
Right. Nah.
But I'm going to have to end today's segment when I put it up with this part of the interview.
Oh, yeah.
So that people could get something positive.
Oh, right,
so,
right.
I'll talk about whatever things that happened today.
Yeah.
End it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, thank you for that opportunity.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate
thanks, man. It's the world, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, man. Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah.
Taller in person.
Hey, oh, no. Hey, yeah, for all the...
I'm like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah. What's going on, mother truckers? So this is awesome right here. You know, Ambest and Travelers Oasis. They brought me out to meet the legend, Dan himself. You know, everybody's been to Travelers Oasis, but they haven't all seen this new location. And so we're gonna get a behind the scenes tour. So, Dan, introduce yourself, sir.
Good morning, I'm Dan Willie. I've been here for 46 years running the Travelers Oasis. It started as a 2-bay service station that's grown into a 33,000 square foot building that we finally got completed last year, and we're having our grand opening this week, giving away a lot of prizes.
Why was it so important for you to still have a home cooked fuel option?
Primarily because my farmers and my truckers wanted to have home cooked meals.
All right, mother truckers, so we're getting this behind the scenes tour. You know, Dan wanted to show us the whole property. And so we're gonna start out with this, look at this right here, Ambest Authorized Service Center. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Because this looks like, you know, truck drivers don't really have a place to get repairs done because they're on their 14-hour clock. And so when they stop, if you can stop at a travel center that actually has their own repair, that's helpful. So why did you put that in, sir?
Well, there was a need for it, and we actually built that building a number of years ago and ran it, and then after a while we sold it. So we don't run that now. Walking out in the repair shops, they have others. I think he's out of Denver, and he runs this. So we work together, but we're separate businesses.
Nothing against anybody, but why not charge truck drivers for parking?
I think it's an added expense that they don't need to have. You know, if I was in Los Angeles and I had 28 parking spots and everybody wanted it, I guess you'd probably charge, you know, but I'd rather create a lot of parking spots, not charge them for it. They can spend enough money in other places on our building if we buy the fuel, buy the food, buy knickknacks, and a lot of gifts go out of here to go back to mama at home and stuff. So, yeah, so we're fine with that, you know.
I love that. I love that. You know, hey, mother truckers out there, you know, come to Ambest, Travelers Oasis location. We got Dan here, the owner. You heard it straight from his mouth, right? I'm holding you to it, right? As long as he's here, he's breathing, and he's not charging truck drivers. So support a family business that doesn't charge truck drivers, you know? All right, so what makes this place so unique is I've never seen a travel center or a truck stop have a Garden of Eden.
Our address here is Eden, Idaho. Okay? So years ago, we were down in the Grand Caymans. We went on a tour. And they took us out to a place called Hell. It looked like the lava rocks of any other craters, but they had people buying T-shirts, things like would say, "I'm in hell, wish you were here," and things like that. So my wife and I started talking. We thought, is there something we could do that ties our name to something? And we came up with the idea, it was Eden. We got to have a Garden of Eden. That's if you want to order it up, you just go through these menus and pick the items you want. That's the home cooking menu. You want chicken fried steak, then you pick your selections, or you get out of there and get out of there. Just get out of there and go to something else. But we're in the ordering that you'd add all these together. You have taco time. When you completed that, you'd keep adding to it, you know, other things. And when you get all done, then you'd have a final total, and you swipe your card and you pay. And so you're ordering out of 5 different food menus
From one machine.
one machine.
And I think that's awesome because, you know, drivers, they're stuck on the hours of service. And so they got to get going.
Pizza, that is good.
Oh, behind the scenes.
Where you can put a pin in where you're from.
Oh, that's neat. I like that. Okay, what up? So wait up. I live out in Houston, Texas now, so I'm gonna put it right here.
I told my people how that you start seeing you right in the elevator, it's time for me to retire.
Is that right?
The drivers could come down the elevator, they come down the steps, this is where they hang out down in the lounge. Got a couple of TVs in there.
Go through the bushes.
Yeah, you have to go
You know, go.
through there.
That's great. We got some laundromat.
Yeah, you might as well check that out. That's a hard door to push. But
Let's see. We got a laundromat here. Awesome.
down through the shower area.
Yep. All right, let's see.
There's no light on, so that's probably a good sign. All right, this is a typical shower.
So tell me about this, Dan. You know, a lot of showers they're kind of small. This one's a little bit bigger. You know, what was the reason behind that when you put this all together?
Well, you want it to be comfortable. That's the main reason. I mean, you could make it twice as big, but it will be twice as good.
People ask if every day they do these raffles, if they're real. Well, look right here.
Yeah, you can see
This, you can see there are real winners. They're just waiting for you to put in your raffle. We're going down memory lane a little bit. 46 years. We're doing the ribbon tomorrow, right? So everyone's welcome. All the drivers, everyone, please come in for cutting the ribbon. What time are we cutting the ribbon?
We are cutting the ribbon at 4 o'clock. We got the Chamber of Commerce from Jerome's side of the canyon and Twin Falls. So we got two chambers coming out at 4 o'clock. Then they're gonna have a wine tasting here. The people that sell the wine's gonna have some samples, and and we're gonna do the drawing at 5 o'clock for all the prizes thrown.
That's awesome. So tell me this picture right here. Can you zoom into this right here, McCall? So tell us real quick, what is that? What's going on there, Dan?
Well, you can probably see that this is a younger Dan, a younger version of me.
Which one are you? Are you this one, or that handsome devil?
Oh, well, better be the devil, I guess. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at a young Dan with all that hair. And you still have all that hair.
It's turned a different color.
So tell me this, like...
You met Mont, right?
Yeah.
Which one's Mont?
Huh? Which one is Mont?
I told you he's my youngest son.
It's got to be the shorter one. So
This would have been probably 1980.
Yeah.
We came over in 79 and we did this edition and started this Oasis breakfast and burgers. And that picture's taken out front, so that probably 1980. So he was probably 2 years old, about 2.
look at that. So I'll ask this question then, Dan, right? At this time frame of this picture, do you think that Travelers Oasis would be what it is today, sir?
No. I mean, I had a lot of dreams as we went along and we enacted those dreams, but I never once sat down and thought 45, 46 years from now I'm going to have this mammoth 33,000 square foot building. No. We were just, what we had done, when we took it over, is that 2-bay service station and that much of that Amicon, or what it says Amicon underneath, just a little vending machines basically in the restrooms in the back. And then this was all open along there until you got clear over into here. And then we had a gift shop sitting out here alone. And we decided that if we could get people to go to the gift shop, they'd have to have the restrooms over there. Everybody came in the building over here to go to the restrooms, right? But very few walked up here to this gift shop to buy anything. So we were sitting out there and we were drinking a beer. We used to work 6 o'clock in the morning till 4 in the afternoon as the fuel attendants, my partner and I. And we'd sitting out there after that point and we watched the other guys work and we'd have a beer or two. And we said, you know, if we could figure out how to get people over there to that gift shop, well, we could put the restrooms over there. Yeah, that's a good idea. But then they wouldn't come in here, so they'd be buying from the vending machine, so that wouldn't work. But if we put them over there and we enclose it so they walked over through something and they came back, on the way back they'd be looking at things we had to sell.
So you're starting strategy early.
We did that. We got a $90,000 loan from the local bank, and
$90,000.
that's just all it took to do that expansion.
I love that. I love that.
And that.
Ooh.
Look at this menu there, guys.
Yeah, well, this and right
Yeah,
here.
those pictures are so cool.
Yeah.
I know.
Telling stories.
They are very nice.
So, yeah.
This is back to our trucker lounge.
This man looks like a celebrity.
He does. Yep.
Okay, this is the other half of the downstairs.
Yeah. This is going behind the scenes. It's going behind the scenes right here.
Yeah, so as you can see, this is our receiving department. Z is our inventory management person.
How you doing?
Orders lots of stuff, receives all the stuff.
How are you?
Checks it in part of it for you guys. That's important for us. We're going to get a lot of use. It's a cooler as opposed to a freezer thing. Yeah. Anyway, freezer over here. It's cold here. Holy tamale. Oh, it is cold. Somebody had. We wanted to have one freezer cooler unit for each of our food vendors up there. So this is Sonic. So when orders come in, they've got the labels on the shelves there where everything goes. Easy to put it away, easy to inventory, easy to find and get taken upstairs.
Down here,
We don't do much in this room, but we bag ice down here, and I think we do the.
Fudge. The fudge.
Oh, do we do the fudge down here
Fudge and the cotton candy.
and the cotton candy?
All right, my truckers. So we just had this amazing tour. You know, the top 3 things for truck drivers is 1, ample parking, right? Big showers, and the big one is some home cooked fuel options. And so, Dan, I appreciate you. I appreciate your family, and just thank you. And for all the drivers out there, I'm telling you, support a family that cares about truck drivers. You know, and you know, I appreciate Ambest for bringing me out here so that we can have this behind the scenes tour. You know, check out this Ambest location. Let's go.
It's been awesome today. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you. And 46 years tomorrow, while you're watching this video, they're doing the ribbon cut. Come out. You know, you guys are celebrating all the way through the 26th, I believe, correct?
Yep, correct.
And so
That's
y'all come out.
That's the day we have the grand prize drawing, so that's a big day there. But the people aren't here, but their ticket is, they win, we'll get a hold of them.
I love that. I love that. I appreciate what you do for us drivers.
Well, we appreciate the drivers, or we wouldn't be here.
I love that. That's good. All right. Oh, you're friendly now.
Here, bend your faces, right?
All right, we in? We started? All right, all the drivers out there, there's nothing. You can't say Travelers Oasis without talking about these two beautiful people right here, And so we always talk about, beauty before age. So, Norma, you're first.
And then the dictionary.
That's good beauty.
And then the dictionary,
And then the dictionary, it's under
That's
awesome.
definitely normal.
It's under
That's
awesome.
normal.
I love this. So, Clay, I'll let you introduce Norma, but Clay, tell people how long you've been working here. He's a great friend of mine, and we've always had a great experience together and a good friendship. So, when you're out here, this man's here every day. So introduce yourself real quick to people. Yeah.
I'm Clay Clasby, and I'm the store manager here at Travelers Oasis Truckstop. And I've been here for 15 years, 15 short years.
Yeah, short years. Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
whatever.
but you worked out there too before
Oh, yeah.
you ever
Yes.
came in the store.
I was
You
the
took
service
care of the
provider
house.
for him
Yeah.
for 18 years before that. So, but then
Now you're showing your age. Now you're showing
Yeah.
your age. Now you're 34 years old. Yeah.
Going down that hill.
And so, who is this beautiful lady?
This beautiful lady is my janitor, and she's been a janitor for Travelers Oasis for 20 years plus. I think you're over 20 years actually.
Last August.
And she's wonderful. She's fantastic. She's good with the customers. She talks to them, every one of them. She talks to all the truckers and talks to all the customers that come in the door. And she's fantastic. And she does a great job for us. And she keeps the bathrooms clean. And she won one year. What was it? A golden.
Yes, that was for my 10-year anniversary.
I love that.
He gave me a golden toilet brush.
Wow.
Who else can say they have
Hey, but you know what? Hey, look, that's funny. That is funny. No, man, I'll tell you this, right? We're having a good time on this, right?
He's going to have to X most of
No, but this is how important this is. So, I did a survey about truck drivers in the travel center truck stop experience, and I asked them what was the most important thing to them, and they said after a hard working day, when they have just a clean hot shower, it means everything to them.
I can imagine.
And so, guess what? You mean everything to them.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
She means everything to us, too. So she's fantastic.
Yes.
I love that. Oh, that's great. That's great.